And when the nails are done, forget it. Hair done, nails done, everything done, don't know how to act. You guys, I'm hyped. You know why? Because the weather in New York City is finally freaking nice. It's finally cold enough for me to get a nice blowout done. So that is what we're doing for today's video. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Jorellis and I do have curly hair. I've been fully natural since April of 2020. So as a natural curly girl, every once in a while, we want to switch things up. One thing about me, I'm gonna straighten my hair, especially when the weather gets colder. This time around though, it is so much harder. I ain't gonna lie. Blowing it out ain't easy. I feel like I'm also evolving as a natural curly girl. Like at first, like I did not want to put any heat to my hair. I think that we have made it such a big deal throughout the years. Like, don't do this, don't do that. You gotta follow this, you gotta follow that. And it's like, yo, at the end of the day, like there's only one life to live. So if you want to learn how I got my hair like this, then please keep on watching. This is why I hate doing a bun. Like, you see how dusty my hair looks? And by the way, I do have some slight damage, so that's why you're seeing some curls that are like non-existent. And so I always like to show you guys what we're working with before we get started. And if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, you need to, because you're slacking. I'm always uploading there, giving you guys my thoughts on new products. So we are going in with the Olaplex number 6 and the number 7. I always like to mix this up together and I like to run this through my hair. And I like to concentrate on areas that are like really problematic, which is like my crown area, the ends of my hair, and the very front part of my hair. I try not to put too much at my roots since I don't want my hair to get greasy throughout the week. And since my hair is super dry, I always go in with more water and I like to brush it out to make sure that the product is evenly distributed. So I really wanted to show you guys that you can do rollers at home, but here's the thing, I never do my own rollers. So I struggled really badly doing this. I really wanted to do it just to see if I can even do it myself. And you know, growing up Dominican, you see this 1,000 times, but it's so much harder when you're actually doing it yourself. I actually thought I did a decent job, being that it was like my first time doing it. But girl, after doing like 3 rollers, I gave up. Like my mom even had to come over to like check me because she was like, you're taking so long, what is happening? Was definitely judging me. I was really struggling with like smoothing out my roots and getting the roller like to actually put it on.
Aquí lo hace así. Ve, ahí te lo pone. Aquí tú tienes que peinarlo atrás y adelante.
So homegirl came through and schooled me real fast. She basically told me that I needed to comb my hair forward, and that will make it easier for me to smooth out my roots first and then place the roller at the ends of my hair. And so I tried again and she was totally right. Like I got it and I was so proud of myself. But then like I really thought about it. Like I was contemplating on my life. Like, do I really want to keep going or should I just let her take over? But I was determined, y'all. I was determined for myself and for you to show you that you can do it at home. But you know, obviously I instantly gave up, especially after this roller. I had enough. Let's be for real. I was not gonna wait a whole hour for me to finish my roller, so my mom had to do her little touch. So after about an hour, my hair was fully dried. Well, not all of my hair. Technically, the bottom part of my hair always stays wet, which is so damn annoying. I do need to get like a new hair dryer because the bottom of my hair always stays like it always sticks out so it doesn't dry. So you guys, I don't know why I always bang my blower, but I always do. Nah, but for real, it's so annoying when you're blow drying your hair and then all of a sudden the nozzle comes off. Like nothing irks me more than that. So yeah, so I always take a brush like this. I'm not a fan of like the metal ones that I see a lot of girls blow drying their hair with. I like to use this round brush, a traditional round brush. And what I do is I add tension to the roots of my hair and I take the blower and I smooth it out. So I just continue doing the same thing, putting tension to the ends, to the top part of my hair. And then once I feel like I smooth it out, I go underneath my hair and continue the same process. And then I like to keep rolling the brush at the ends of my hair because I do like my ends to be a little more in. I don't like it to be like pin straight. I did forget to mention that I am using high heat, high speed. That is the only way I blow dry my hair because we're not trying to be here all day. Even though low-key I was there all day. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is how the first section was looking. It's looking pretty good and we're off to a good start. Now I do switch brushes depending on what section I'm doing. the bottom of my part, the bottom, wow, the bottom part of my hair tends to be a lot more coily than the top part. So I did go in with a brush that has way more tension. This one has like a medium tension because it is pretty old. It's not as new as the first brush I was using. But anyways, I'm doing the same type of technique where I'm placing the brush at the roots of my hair and adding tension and while bringing the blower down with it. And then I'm going underneath my hair to do the same thing to smooth it all out so that it doesn't come out frizzy. If you are prone to a lot of frizz while you're blowing dry your hair, it's probably the brush that you're using and it's probably like the technique that you're using. I've always found that I can always smooth out my hair whenever I'm using a type of brush, like a board brush, as opposed to like those metal ones. I don't know what it is about those metal ones. I feel like those brushes can get like really overheated, and I feel like it does tug at your hair way more than a traditional like wood brush would do. And so I'm just doing the same thing over and over. I don't really count how many times I go over my hair. I just pretty much do it over and over until I'm satisfied. So y'all remember in the beginning of the video, I was telling y'all that it's not easy blowing drying my hair now that it's like fully natural, because I didn't like deal with these kinds of issues before when I was relaxing it. And so what I'm doing here is I'm splitting this section because it is too big, and I'm going back in to add more tension to the roots of my hair. And being that it's a smaller section, it was so much easier to do. And yes, my arms were killing me. So this is how the back of my hair was looking. I did want to smooth it over, and I wanted to show you guys how I do that. I basically take the brush and the blower and I just start to brush it through and applying heat to my hair. I just do this a couple of times until I'm pretty satisfied and I could feel that it's a lot more like straighter, like it doesn't feel like as textured. I think that's the word, right? And now to the front part of my hair, which I find it to be the most difficult part, especially that is the driest part of my hair, and I also have gray hairs coming in. If you don't know the struggle of having gray hairs, let me tell you, gray hairs is so rock hard. Like it makes your hair so difficult. I can go on and on about gray hairs, but that's another topic for another day. And so as you can tell, I am switching a brush again. And oh damn, I didn't even get to explain to you guys the first brush. It's basically a smaller version of the brush that I'm using right now. So I basically always alternate between those three brushes over and over. Now this part of my hair is the most difficult for me, not only because of the gray hair, but like the texture here is just way different. And so I have a harder time getting my hair as smooth as possible, which is why I alternate between the angles of where I'm placing the heat and the brush, and you can tell that I'm adding tension while I'm doing it, but it does stay a bit puffy, and that's okay because I do go over it with a flat iron. But yeah, that's just like how curly hair is, right? Like one part is really curly, your curl type could be different at one side of your hair, and then the back part could be completely different. Like right here too, like this top part of my hair, when I tell you it is so easy, it's one of the easiest parts to blow dry. I just be so amazed of how my hair just lays so flat out that part, and then like in the front part it's just a whole other story. But yeah, I'm just doing the same thing even for like my little bangs part. Like I blow dry it at different angles and I just apply that tension and I just keep going. I keep smoothing it as much as possible so that when I go in with the flat iron, I don't have to pass it so many times, which is why I emphasize like trying to smooth it out as much as possible yourself so you're not relying on the flat iron to do all the work for you. So this is how my hair is looking so far. She's looking pretty good. I mean, she's voluminous. She's a vibe. And so this is the very last step before I go in with the flat iron. I basically learned this from my aunt. You basically take your brush and you roll it and you push it out. I don't know how to explain it, but like you can tell right here in this clip, I even zoomed in for you guys. I basically roll my hair forward and place the blower, and it kills like all of like, you know, all the unwanted curly roots, and it basically smooths it out for me. I look so crazy, right? Oh, she looks so cute here, right? I freaking love it. I love a voluminous blowout. Obviously, the issue is that it won't last me at all if I was to leave it like that, which is why I do have to flat iron my hair. You know what's crazy, you guys? When I used to relax my hair, I never used to flat iron my hair because of obviously the chemicals, you know, straighten my hair for me, and I never really had to do it. And so I'm just going over my roots a few times and then passing the flat iron only one time to the ends of my hair. And I just do that throughout my hair. And she looks really good and shiny. And this should last me about a week. And yeah, that is my routine. And boom, here are the final results. You get sleek, shiny hair. Who else don't know how to act when their hair is straight? I mean, I'll be flipping my hair. I'll be acting like a whole other person. I feel like I need a new personality. And when the nails are done, forget it. Hair done, nails done, everything done. Don't know how to act. So yeah, you guys, this is actually the next day. This is how my hair is looking. I did do a doobie. A doobie is basically like a hair wrap. And this is how she is looking. She's looking really shiny. She is looking really healthy. She is so long. You guys, I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. Like, my hair all my life has always like stood in one length, like about right here or so. And that's because of the relaxer that I used to do. Listen, I was on point with that relaxer too. Like every 3 months I was getting it done, and I was not playing games because I wanted my hair pinned straight. I would wear extensions. Like I even had a pair of extensions called Courtney. Like in Kourtney Kardashian. I was a whole other person back in those days, okay? I was obsessed with just having my hair pinned straight. So yeah, the influence was real. So yeah, I would, like I said, I would wear extensions to like where my hair is now. And to see my natural hair like this now, it's like, what was I doing this whole time? Like I needed to just be natural, you know? Oh yeah, you guys, and make sure you're subscribed because the next video I'm gonna show you guys how I get my hair from straight back to curly, and I'm gonna show you guys my little routine that I have developed, and telling you, you're gonna see the curls back. She gonna be there, okay? She's already slightly damaged. I did tell you guys that in my other videos. Like she's recovering. The curls will be back real soon. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And of course, don't forget to glow. Bye.